Yo, it's been a minute for us reviews. We are back in business. Oh, I don't know what kind of business we was out of anyways, to be honest with you. But I used to do a lot of reviews back in the day. It's been a bit of a while since I've actually done a video of a review. But you know what? For why not come back? You know what I mean? Boy Firahs, I do press. I do a bit of journalism, specifically within music. And I go to a lot of events and then my watch goes off. But listen, let's get straight into it, man. Reggae Land. That's the reason why we're here to have this conversation today. I will also be doing other reviews from other festivals that I've done this year that's already been and gone. Just to build a little catalogue and put it up on YouTube. You can also catch these on TikTok, lock in, wherever you lock in. And do your thing. Follow, don't follow. Pull up, buy a ticket, go do your thing. It doesn't really bother me. But let's start with Reggae Land 2026. It was a 3-day weekend. We had Burna Boy one weekend, Vibes Cartel another weekend. I believe it was it Beanie Man on another weekend as well. So it was an action-packed weekend. The big talking point was Burna Boy on the Friday. Should Afrobeats be joining a dancehall / reggae event? The quick answer is no. We shouldn't be having Burna Boy at anywhere near a dancehall and reggae event. I don't feel like I need to go too far into why that's such a bad idea. It will be a little bit like me performing Afrobeats at a carnival at the end of the week. We don't want to see no African man on stage at carnival. Let's just say it for what it is. And I'm an African man and I'm happy to say it. But whoa, before we go into that, did Burna Boy do good on that event? Yeah, like this Burna Boy, I believe, is his only performance in London, specifically, that I know of. That apparently that's the reason why he did Reggae Land in the first place. But let's get straight into Reggae Land. And was it a good weekend? Obviously, I'm a diabetic. I've usually gone to these events VIP. So for the first time as pressed man went non-VIP. I went with a normal standard ticket. I was just like everybody else. Yeah, it's a bit different. Well, I'll start off by saying, is it a good event? Yes. It's too busy though. Now, this whole waiting an hour for me to get juice as a diabetic, not really something that I can go by. Again, food takes too long, but again, it's just busy. VIP is different. That's just what it is. But I will start off with security, decent. Let me bring in my juices as a diabetic and somebody else who may have medical conditions. That is great. You can bring in your food. You can bring in your drink. I don't really have a problem with it. There was a little bit of a hiccup on some security, new information that other securities didn't. That happens to clear they fell asleep during the early morning briefing on how the day was going to go on. But that's a story for another day. Again, I want to talk about Reggae Land as a whole. Listen, if you're going to go to Reggae Land, you might want to get in there early and get your seats or get your spot. Now, the issue you're going to have is there's a lot of people with chairs. Now, the chair situation is interesting because I feel like they should have a spot allocated just for people with chairs. Therefore, everybody else can just kind of move around. At the minute, they seem to just kind of scatter around all over the gaff. They're not in the main middle bit, the main section of the main stage. They are kind of on the outside. However, they're just all over the place. And it gets a little bit, yeah, they just need I feel like we should just give them a spot. Give them a spot with them chairs. All them brothers with a chair. Y'all chilling over there. And I know there was a video that went out, some guy beating up some shorties with somebody, picked up someone, too much going on. I think that was on a Sunday. That was massive in Firahs Cartel's day, if I remember correctly. But enough about that. Let's give it a real review. Food wise, there's a lot of food you can get. Great food. Jerk Village is my personal favorite. Shout out to my people them. Shout out to DJ L Brown as well, because she's the one that hooked it up. Great people, love it there. Make sure you go check out Jerk Village, because yo, food is crazy. What else would I say was good about it? Again, drinks, prices is not too bad, but again, it's too long to get things. Everything's too long because of how busy. Now, there's about 150,000 people that went to this event for the whole weekend. It's just busy. Now, Friday was good. Friday was all right. I really enjoyed Friday's event. I really do think, again, because it wasn't as busy as Saturday and Sunday, to me, that was the best day. But then again, Friday was City Splash. Friday wasn't Reggae Land. If you wanted to experience Reggae Land, you don't go on Friday. That's just not what Reggae Land is. If you only went on Friday, you might need to go again. Burna Boy did his thing. Perfect. Saturday now, packed. It was just too packed. Everything was busy. There's no space to move. You just need to get less people, I believe, at this venue. We need less. I know you want to make as much money as possible, evident by why you give Burna Boy Friday, but we need less people. It's too much going on. It's too much going on. We didn't need that many people at the venue. It's packed. VIP as well. Security at VIP. Please make sure that non-VIPers are going in, because there's a lot of non-VIPers pulling up to VIP. I wasn't even there, cuz. Why do I know this information? Because people are running in and out of VIP as I'm standing there. Security looks right. They run in. They don't even chase after them. Just let them slide. Well, why are you paying for VIP if you're not even rolling with VIPs? Like, what are we doing? Look, I would say Reggae Land is like an interesting place. Now, there's been a lot of conversation regarding Reggae Land, regarding who owns Reggae Land, people clearly didn't know that it's not owned by Jamaicans, which is a story for another conversation. I just think Reggae Land kind of needs to go back to its roots. Reggae Land back in the day used to have like stalls where there was history. You know, you had people giving out history. There was jurors there. There was people that, talking about, being a Rasta and what that meant. And it was a lot more, I would say, cultural information and vibe. I'm talking 2023, 2022. Oh, that era of Reggae Land, elite. Now it's, I don't know, it's a little bit commercialized for me. But again, you will like it if you like Reggae Land. I think it's an event that you'll most likely want to go to. Listen, the Reggae Land is a good event. Depending on what the vibe is you're looking for, the vibes are there for you. But yeah, don't lose your friends, because the signal is non-existent. I'll tell you that for free. Listen, what would I give Reggae Land out of 10? I'll give it a strong 6.5 out of 10 for me, which is annoying because Reggae Land was my favorite ever festival in 2022. That tells you how far down I feel like it's gone. I think it can improve. How it can improve, I just generally believe that they need to go back to the roots of what made Reggae Land great. And what made Reggae Land great was culture, music, acts, DJs. Everything about Reggae Land in 2022 is way, now it's all commercialized. I mean, you got Burna Boy. And I love Burna Boy. But listen, we got Afro Nation. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, shout out to Reggae Land, 6.5 out of 10. If you lot attended, let me know what you think. I definitely would recommend for you lot to go to Reggae Land next year and check out for yourself.